Howdy, Sailor the Piper Man, Piper the Sailor Man, coming to you here from the island of Puerto Rico. My night smoke. Wifey's gone to bed because she has to work tonight, and so I have this time to drink a refreshment. Took a shower. Come out here, it's a little sunny, a little windy. Then I have here some Bengal slice. You guys know about it, right? It's a wonderful blend. And I'm gonna smoke once again. I'm hitting that Viking pipe. Burn it up. We're gonna find out if it's good or not. One thing about the Bengal slice, when you initially light it, the touch of the flame over it just gives it a nice smell, scent. I'm gonna come here, move the ashes around a little bit. And got it lit up. Really nice. Gotta have it in there. Wish there was some way I can get this by the pound. But I guess this is the way they make it, slices, Bengal slices. I don't like to talk too much about it because people might want to buy it. I'm left without. Listen, you got some pipe tobacco. Some loose dogs out. Come on. The wild dogs were outside. The wild dogs were outside, one. One of them came to the gate, too.
Hey, get inside. It's not funny. I was sleeping.
Hey, it's not. It wasn't our dogs. The dog came charging at the gate.
No, but they were barking. I'm sleeping.
I mean, you gotta protect the house too. There you go. Woke up my wifey. So what happened was dogs, stray dogs came like that. They saw my small little dogs. Thought they were alone. Came up to the gate. He was barking. All of a sudden, a big dog came out. Half pit, half master. He went away. The process, it'll woke up my wife, but that's. And my wife wants another dog. Okay, go figure that one out. Oh, we can use another dog. I said, yeah. That's what you're saying now. They start barking, and you got to get some sleep. We're dog lovers. What it is stuff. She sees all these poor dogs online, and she gets so well. Let's get this. I'll get this. This is responsibility. Having dogs. Well, take care of them, nurture them. If they get sick, you gotta spend money on them. And so when you get a dog, you can't go by your feelings. You're trying to purchase an animal. You gotta have a lot of responsibility. Why do you want the animal? I like the animals because they protect you. A homeowner without a dog is not a very wise owner. You should have a dog. And if you got kids, you should have dogs. Raise them up as pups. You protect your dog. I had an American Terrier, and I trained him to jog with me. That's when I was in the military, to jog every other day, 10K. And he jogged right alongside of me, without a leash, in North Carolina, in Camp Lejeune. And at that time, there weren't people scared of animals or pit bulls or things like that. So when the MP stopped, I was living on base, the MP stopped. And they said, why is he not on leash? It's just because I have full control of this animal. Well, you're going to have to show us that. So I took him to the cross section, had him on my right, tap my leg. He went across with me, sat on the next corner, tap my leg again, cross the other corner, tap my leg across the other corner, tap my leg and go. Showed him I could fetch. He came back. Luckily, one of them says, "Oh, it's great. You got that pit." He called him Pit. Real trained, man. Oh man, I wish he had some pup. I said, when he had some pup. He says, "You want one?" He says, "You gonna take care of it? You gonna train it like I do?" He says, "I don't know if I can train it. You gonna take it to somebody I recommend." My pet was Mao. He let me go. He didn't give me a fine or anything. He said, "Look, I know you gotta train. I see him running with you, but on base, you got rules and regulations." I go, "No, I understand. I was out here, nobody was out here. Next time I put him on a leash." He says, "You take him to the track?" "Yeah." I says, "On the track, you gotta have it." I said, "Yeah, I know." And we squared that away. And my dog was called Mao, like Mao Zedong. And then I had a Chow Chow. That's the only two dogs. Guard dogs, the best guard dogs. Chow Chows and Pits. For me. Chow Chows, the most beautiful of the dogs, man. What I like about the Chows, it was trained to guard the emperors of China. You know the story about the American Pit Terrier. You don't deal with bulls. These are two dogs. They're also very loyal too. So I used to have a lazy boy chair. And my dog decided I wasn't home, he was gonna sit in it. So my dog sits in the chair. And my wife tried to get him off. She had to take a broomstick to him. And he snapped at her. And my wife don't like that. I said, "You gotta understand, he's guarding where I sit. Nobody touch that chair." I'm like, "Oh, I don't need him to be barking at me, barking at me." So one day I wasn't there, she got him off the chair, he was pissed off. Got him off the chair. "I'll be back and going to groceries." I said, "But I'm going jogging. Don't worry, I'll be back real quick." dog went. He was so pissed he jumped the fence. Came inside the house. The back door opens and closes. Tore up my lazy boy chair. But this time what she did was take him off and say she sat in my chair watching TV. So he got so pissed off he came back inside, tore the heck of my lazy boy chair. Kai tore it up. When I got back and we both got back at the same time, we went up the steps. He was there, he was sitting there on it with a piece of it in his mouth. He was sitting there looking at me like, I can't sit here, and nobody gonna sit here. I didn't hit the dog or anything. I just kept him outside for a week. That straightened him out. Had to go get me another chair. And I pointed to the chair. I said, don't you ever do that. I'll put you outside. He understood. He never did that again. So I told my wife, Wanda, you need to sit in that chair so he can see that you own that chair. That's what he did. And she sat on that chair. And well, it was so funny, man. Girls could be funny. They didn't grow out here. They're mountain dogs. Mountain dogs. Chase after the iguanas and chase after strong dogs, little dogs like that. Descendants from other dogs that were brought in by the conquistadors. You could tell. If not by the conquistadors, at the turn of the century, over 100 years ago, the litters. They're tough little dogs in this weather too. I was saying, they should have, these are the only type of dogs that can go out in the desert. They thrive in hot weather. Get too many dogs like that. Bengal slice really nice. Pipe's doing okay. This is breaking in. It seems like on the bottom there was a little bit of sap. And so I'm kind of curing it, finished curing it. It wasn't properly cured. It smokes well, but it needed to be cured. And very nice. Lately, YouTube videos have been pretty nice. Good videos, Everybody putting interesting topics. I haven't seen good Grecian plateau in a long time. Probably very expensive now. The same thing with Algeria. Let me tell you, it's gonna start getting expensive, these brides, man. Is what Tom Eltang told me. I heard him talk about it. They're having problems getting supplies. Don't be surprised if large-made pipes become smaller. American-made pipes would tend to be bigger, but with all the rules and regulations going on in England, in Europe, I think we're gonna find more quality briar coming to the United States. More of everything. Maybe we should have our own candidate of pipe smoking. That's why I love Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was a smoke. He smoked right there in the Oval Office, man. Got to meet him once. I love me some Gerald Ford. Pipe smoker. I think Kennedy too. When he go out saying that he smoked pipe. You know? Something about a president smoking pipe I enjoy. I don't care if pipe smoking never becomes popular again. Fine. You know, because that means that you're gonna have to put out, those that stay in business are gonna have to put out quality products. Quality pipe tobacco, quality products. You know? They've already downsized. K Woody's a small brand now. You know? I heard Fireworks is pretty good. I haven't smoked it. Their pipes. So I would like to get the rights to Wally Frank pipes. I wouldn't know how to go about doing that. I would produce a pipe. Wally Frank pipe. Get 2 good American pipe makers and run a limited Wally Frank. These are some really nice little pipes. I have one. I just cannot smoke estate pipes, man. It's too much. Sometimes it's too much work, and you know, I like brand new pipe, you know. I mean, but if you like it, you know, everybody's got their own little things about that. I buy it. For example, you had an estate pipes that you use, and you're alive, and you sell it to me, I purchase it. But somebody I don't know about that's dead, don't know that person, I have this Native American thing in me. I can't be smoking dead people's pipes, man. Sorry. You know, especially if the man had left that as a heirloom, and the family doesn't care. They don't know what to do with the pipes. Like, well, my dad had these pipes here, and you know, nobody smokes. I don't know what to do with them. Let me sell it. That's a travesty to me. You know, I tell my son, I smoke those pipes. They're heirlooms. You might not think of any of it, but put it away. Don't give them away. If you're gonna give one to a person, give one to a person that's been smoking pipes for a long time that you know they're gonna really enjoy it. I don't see a state as big business. It's chump change. It's disrespectful. Don't know where the pipe's been. Who had it? I wouldn't want a pipe from a mass murderer. Or Joseph Stalin. Somebody like that. Now you told me you gonna give me John Token pipe. Or noted poet. I take it, but I put it in a nice place. The museum piece, I wouldn't smoke it. You know, Tunnel gave me a pipe. I got a picture of him with the pipe. I put it up in the museum. I put it in, frame it. That's Tunnel. That's parsimonious. That's preacher piper. This one belong to so and so. I give it respect. You know, people that I know that were smoking pipe for a long time. Mark Twain's pipe. You think I smoke it? I put it up. Put his book, his quotes. They make nice little museums. Boy. One of my favorite pipe smokers, Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau used to have this big pipe. I have one like that, the Harper Peterson, almost like it. I didn't realize why I like that so much until I saw a picture of Jacques Cousteau aboard the Calypso. His ship was called the Calypso. And he had his neck cap on. And he was smoking pipe. Now check this out. He was in his 80s, still smoking pipe, and still doing scuba diving. Okay, now people, oh no, they had their lungs and this and that. Jacques Cousteau was smoking pipe all his life, and diving. Nothing ever happened to him in his lungs. He ain't died no lung cancer or anything. So all that stuff, if you know how to smoke pipe properly, and you know how to buy good tobacco, you should never have problems. Unless somehow you smoking pipe, and you smoking cigarettes, or you live in asbestos area, you shouldn't have any problems with your lungs. My anniversary is coming up. I started smoking pipe 1975. 1975. In the first 2 years, I was on and off, because I couldn't really afford getting good tobacco. I wasn't working. I was a teenager. You know, I wanted my money for some other stuff, clothes, sneakers. But in 1977, when I got into the military, it was Captain Black, Middleton Carey, Bork and Riff. This was my main smokes, man. You couldn't tell me Bork and Riff. I haven't met anybody that smokes Bork and Riff in years. This is good tobacco too. There's gotta be somebody that's still out in the market, right? Somebody's still smoking it. I'm gonna start smoking it. I like that whiskey. Bork and Riff whiskey is really good. You gotta know how to smoke different blends. You can't inhale. When it comes to liqueur, you can't suck it in. You gotta taste it for the subtleties of The liqueur. Oh, this is paper. The Salem and say to the paper man. Have a nice evening smoke.